Hey there, folks. Uh, this is our first live on the Real Gypsy Soul. I'm here with my Ed McMahon, my husband Ken. He's helping me out in learning this new process for me. And I was going to use today as just sort of a getting familiar with the software and hoping to get to know a couple of people in chat and have somebody up on my panel. So I'm going to wait a few more minutes before I start on my story and see if some more people want to come in and join us. It's been really warm here in the South where we live, and getting to stay inside and do something like this in the afternoon has been kind of a nice reprieve from the heat. So see if some more people want to come in. It looks like we've got, hey, Stephanie and Sarah. Hey, how are y'all doing? Thank you for coming and joining me today on our first live here. And we're just going to give it a few more minutes and see if anybody else gets the notification. It was sort of a spur of the moment thing when Ernie was finishing up. I thought, why not? I'll go ahead and give it a shot. And I think Stella goes on at 4:45, so it gives me a few minutes to get familiar with this process, I guess. So, Sarah, are you in California? I think you're in the West Coast, right? It's really, really nice out that way. Or is it hot? It's like probably in the 90s here today. Hey, Patty, how are you? Thank you for joining me. I'm getting familiar with the StreamYard here, and we've tried a couple of different streaming services out over the weekend, and we keep coming back to StreamYard. So it looks like this is what all the cool kids use. So, Patty, are you in the South as well? It's been warm here. We're in the foothills. So I hope some more people come and join us. There's 4 in chat. Yay. So what's wrong?
Nothing.
What is it?
You're just delayed here on that.
Okay. My husband's my sonny to my share, so when I need help, he's my right hand. So
you're in trouble.
Yeah, Patty, you're in Tennessee. So did you get any of the flooding? That's some really intense destruction there we've been watching. We went to Gatlinburg right before the Summer Wells case broke. And when we came back, that's what brought me to YouTube, was her case. And it caught my attention because it was the Gatlinburg area. And there had been rumors that there was, a problem with human trafficking in the Gatlinburg area. And they were using the, Ferris wheel places and things like that, the attractions there as meeting places to drop off and exchange. And I thought, wow, that never really occurred to me that would happen in, what would be a happy time, vacation. You're thinking, fun, mom, let me go get a ice cream. And, before you know it, all hell's broke loose. So it really put things in perspective for me when I go to travel and I do go on vacations. I'm probably going to be a lot more alert than I would have been. So, hey, Sarah, you're on the West Coast, aren't you? Is it warm out that way too? Because it's like in the upper 90s here. A couple of days it hit the hundreds, but yeah, yeah. I actually follow her. I'm a tarot reader, just beginner, that is. And I'm attracted to the Native American culture. And that's what drew me to tarot reading. And when I saw her and listened to her, boy, it really, hit home that things like that can happen there. And so I do follow her, and I do, have a lot of respect for her. And the cases that she has solved is she's really dead on, she's a definite tool for them. So East Coast, hot as hell, yes. Yes, it is. I'm not sure as I get older if I can handle hot weather better than I can cold weather. Both of the extremes. I don't know. I don't think that she's spoken recently on the Summer Wells case that I'm aware of. I think that she has shared her old videos that she had, her old readings, original readings, recently on her Facebook. And if you are interested in hearing those again, I know that those links are there on her Facebook. So, did you see Don's sister on Chris M? They gave a theory that fits into Don's theory too. This recent one, I didn't. I'm interested in hearing that. Do you want to come up on panel and let us hear what they said? Because I missed that one. I think I was probably watching Ernie. Dedicated tiger. So okay, I'm not sure how to give you a link. Tell me how I do it. Do I hit invite? I definitely think it's trafficking involved. I do too, unfortunately. I have wondered though here recently if Warren Jeffs, I've heard the name pop up a lot, and I studied a little bit about his polygamy cult out in Utah, and I've seen on documentaries where he still has a large presence there, and is still seen as their leader. And it's interesting that the ties with Tim Mullins could allegedly be tied to that. It's interesting. I'd like to follow up on that. So, Sarah, did you get the link? See if you see the link I gave it. See if we did that right. When I see some creators that don't really believe that, that could never happen. You go to a drug dealer and you don't have the money for your drug debt. What are you going to do? Just give them your kid? Actually, yes, that's exactly how it happens. And there was a case in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I want to say it was in 2011, maybe. Shania Davis, and her mother owed a drug debt. And her drug dealer was also a registered sex offender, allegedly. And he is who she traded off for. And they're both doing time now for it. So, yeah, it does happen. I mean, Okay, so we're going to let Sarah come up and tell us what she saw on the interview room with Chris McDonough. And Mary, I believe is her name, the sister of Don Wells. So do you see the link, Sarah? It's here.
She's there.
Okay, hey.
You have to.
Yeah, there she is. Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh my God, I'm on another panel. What's happening to me? This is not who I am.
You're hot, girl.
I've gone Ernie so long, and that was nice. I don't know what's happening to me. Kind of fun though once you start.
He'll just leave you there too, won't he?
Yeah, he did twice. I was like, whoa, wait. No, I've done this. I'm kind of scared. That's never happened to me, get left on the thing. I was like, oh, what am I going to talk about?
Right. And it's strange because when you're in chat, you see the chat and you're talking to people, but when you're up here, you can't really look at both,
I think they should do some sort of a update and fix it. Like you said, I can't see the people if I choose to look at the chat and vice versa. So if
Right.
you look at the chat, you can't, like Arnie was showing those candy underwear, and I said, oh, good. When I switched over to it, I was like, what the hell is that?
So tell us what you learned on the interview room.
I know, it was so like, I almost thought about, I was like, geez, maybe I should open it up on my, like right now I'm on my phone. I'm like, should I open my computer and kind of try to go over it? I just recommend definitely, I was going to, I wish I did the timestamp. I was going to, go in and find the part where she starts talking about it just so people can see that part definitely, because it was so eerily close to Donna's.
Like, what's the gist of that? What does she think happened?
So it was like, so there's Jeannie and what's the, Mary and Jeannie. Is Jeannie the one that hasn't spoke before? Because she was there. I've never actually seen her before. They were both there.
Right.
Just this last one. And Jeannie's the one who did most of the theory. Like, she was saying how she believes they had purchased a burner phone to do the communications, to, talk to the person they were handing her off to. It just fit into everything that kind of like Donna said. And that they chucked the phone. They did that to communicate with the person they were meeting to hand her off to.
Oh, wow.
This is what she thinks. And it gives me a lot of credit to me when it's his own sister saying like stuff like this, first of all.
Right.
I mean, these people know him. It's his family. When your own family says that this is their theory, you got to at least consider they know him.
What does she think? What does she think Tim Mullen's involvement is at all from the church?
Oh, what? I can't recall. I feel like his name did come up. I really do, but I can't remember because they talked about so much, and I get all ADD as it is.
There's just so many odd characters in this case.
Yeah. So basically, Jeannie thinks that they were communicating to a pickup person, and they feel like once they got rid of that burner phone, or accidentally, how Hunter saw the text come through that said it's done, Jeannie thinks that was accidentally done, and it was supposed to go to the burner phone that they bought to communicate with these drug people that the debt was owed or whatever. She thinks that he owed somebody a big debt and he was just handing her over, and that she was probably trafficked regularly, I believe. And how Chris M said he got this weird feeling about the shed creepy thing, and how Dawn went over there, he said he never forgot about the shed. Well, Jeannie thinks that was some sort of a pickup spot. So what she thinks happens the day that it happened is she thinks, since it was all planned, in her mind, she thinks it was planned, that Candace said to the boys, let's play hide and seek. And once the boys ran off to hide, she thinks that Candace said, oh, why don't you go hide there to Summer, to the shed?
Wow.
She said she thinks somebody came up, planned to come pick her up at the shed, and that the scream could have been heard. The scream that Jody Sue heard could have actually been Summer, and that person took her away because it was a specific time that the pickup was supposed to happen. And that when the boys were off playing hide and seek, because made it fit into their alibi, Candace came up and said to them, I can't find Summer. Where's Summer? Because the person had already picked her up in the shed. And that's kind of creepy. That could be. That could very well be, because then it covers their tracks in terms of that's all the boys know, that they were playing hide and seek, because they did tell the police they were playing that. And some people think they're not clever enough, but I'm telling you, criminals know how to think.
Right.
I think they're all guilty, like Donna said. I think they all know some part of it or had some participation. That's my thought.
I've always believed Jody Sue did hear something. She heard something.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah, and if the person picked her up, that could have been her.
There was another psychic. I wish I could remember her name. I want to say the real Tara something. She said something to the effect of, it's almost as though she becomes Summer, and she says she could see her running from someone, and she felt panic running from that person and hiding in a barn. And I thought, my gosh, I wonder how many times she had that feeling.
And the barn thing fits in with something with horses. The horse, you know what I mean? Like somebody,
Yeah.
Donna had said something about a horse, and then when the news were on the, that news broadcast where a horse ran up behind the camera person, that was kind of bothered me too. Like, what? That was kind of weird,
Wow. Hello, Hope. Thank you for joining me.
Oh yeah.
Hey, it's me.
I keep
Thank you for coming.
Who's here? Let me see.
They're coming in.
Go ahead.
So, do you think that
Look, me again.
do you think that everything happened there on everything happened? Sorry, my husband. Everything happened right there on that property, or do you think that she was taken away?
Well, Jeannie's theory was, and I really suggest maybe at least going on it, anyone, and fast forward if you don't want to watch the whole thing to the part where Jeannie. I'm gonna try and get the timestamp for you when you start talking about this theory of what she's on. If that helps anyone cut out the whole thing if they don't have time to watch it. But she thinks that possibly it could have been a regular traffic thing, but then this last thing was a debt that was owed, and they were, Dawn already. I mean, if you have somebody, you got to consider it could have happened when somebody tried to sell their kids before. Because that's not normal. And number two, he said he's been in a place before where they sell kids. That's not normal. That's a big red flag.
When he was talking about that with
What is that?
Ernie, and I want to say he even said it to Chris McDonough, didn't he?
Yeah.
How he described the hotel room.
It was Chris McDonough.
I really believe that he was describing a crime scene because when you go back to Chris Watts, he didn't give half that much, and they carted him in.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was, given to some other dude, as Chris McDonough says. He was, blaming it all on his wife, and they held him. So it's concerning to me that, things like the mattress weren't hauled off, and the cars weren't impounded, and people were covered up all over that crime scene. Before it was ever considered a crime scene. So it reminded me of the Ramsey case and how people were just walking all over it and contaminating it. You're never going to solve a case like that.
Michelle After Dark was just doing a Jon Bennett Ramsey special. I was just on that before I came to yours, actually. Funny you said that.
Really?
Yeah.
What is your theory on that? Everything is allegedly.
That was puzzles the crap out of me.
Like that.
Because she was just going over the whole ransom note, and it's just so many what ifs because it's so odd, like the details and what people were asking for. And then, was somebody down there? Did they hear her call the police? So then they killed her. I mean, because why would that note be like that with the details?
I was thinking it was probably Patsy, and I'll say that because it was to the penny.
Yeah.
And it was her stationery, and the put a trigger warning.
Okay.
You have to do it every time I talk about it.
Okay.
The garrote that was used around her neck was made from her paintbrush. She was an artist, Patsy was. And then I read allegedly that she had lost a pageant earlier. And you see why that would have triggered her maybe. And so maybe she was taking her anger out on her, maybe being
it's one thing.
Embarrassed maybe right there at a holiday. All eyes are on you, and she, screwed up. I don't know.
But even somebody like a parent that their kid and to go through the lengths that all those weird meetup details in the notes, such as if you do this, we'll kill you. We're watching you. Like, it almost made it sound like somebody on the police force could be guilty. So then that made me in a whole new theory just before I came on yours. Too.
Oh, definitely.
There's too many weird things. You think that one's weird because you think this, and that, and then there's a whole nother. Well, that could be that, kind of thing. And it's me.
What did you think about the suitcase underneath the window?
That made it sound like somebody had planned to climb out, and that. Oh, yeah. That's other theory. Michelle After Dark said, I think that maybe somebody couldn't get out. They couldn't get her out with them climbing out, like throw her
right.
out.
Right. They couldn't get enough momentum. Yeah.
They could have just used that garage just because they searched around for different things around there.
That's true.
The craft stuff was already down there. And then if they were already somebody that's been over, I guess they had a lot of people over a lot. They could have just grabbed that too.
Right.
Could have grabbed that thinking, oh, let me use this and frame her, like there's too many what ifs. And I think Candace might be in the witness protection too, because she done disappeared.
I saw that. My newest theory is that Candace is in the witness protection and they are looking for Summer and the kidnappers, that she turned them in. Wow, that's a good theory.
Yeah, I've been thinking that because she's just done vanished. But okay, so back to where was it in that whole theory? So they said that somebody, could have picked her up in the shed, Dawn's shed, and Chris said he couldn't shake that feeling that there was something with the shed too. When Jeannie was giving her theory about that, was the pickup spot, and then the alibi's covered with the boys because they thought they were playing hide and seek.
Right.
That they would plan it out like that if they're really that. Criminals know how to think like this. They plan stuff out.
Do you think that they dressed her in
Yep.
yeah, they dressed her in a little boy and shaved her hair?
Well, the next thing about the whole, how the outfit came up, like Jeannie also said that they made her look nice and got her in the water, all that for the transfer so that she would look on her, her best. Like you put your school clothes to start school, and that was for the person, getting her so that she would look good, because that was kind of weird too to put on that outfit. That she thought that was all planned out too.
Right. Do you remember the
This is a sister talking, all right? It can't be discount, you can't just
right.
all of it.
Do you remember I know my first name is Stephen. He was Stephen Strainer, and then his brother turned out to be the Yosemite serial killer. Stephen Strainer was abducted, and then they found him as a teenager, and he was already,
I'm not remember this one.
Allegedly.
What?
It's a huge cover up in my opinion, but I do think FBI is opening Pandora's box slowly. They have been arrests a lot lately of LE and Hawkins County.
Yeah, I mean, it might be coming soon, just like what happened with the boys, the West boys.
I hope so.
Blindsided, but I keep wondering what happened to that, and why don't we hear anything? How could they?
Have they found them yet?
Not that I know of, and I was just realizing the other day. It might even have been yesterday. Well, what happened with the West boys, and what about Cody Bigsby? How come we don't get any updates anymore?
Right. I follow Ray Sean, but I don't think there have been anything new.
Yeah.
Hey, October baby, thank you for joining me. We're talking about the Summer Wells case and touching on some other cases that are similar to it. Those boys are still the key, yes. How do I mod you guys? I need some mods.
I don't know what they press. I just know that I'm a mod so much that when I go in other chats and I'm not a mod, I actually go to smack people like oh wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna need them, just in case the crew comes and attacks me.
They'll find us. They actually did it to Mama T, and it was like, I think it was their second or maybe third, maybe even second, I don't know, but they were already coming in there, and they said that from now on, now that they found her, they're gonna stream every show she has.
Oh, great. Well, you know what?
They have against her though, because she's vocal.
Twice as many people get to see you.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to give a crap. Because I can't control it. So why get upset over it? He's going to do troll stuff because he's a troll, Yeah.
So they'll probably find you just by the amount of people that all of us are in other groups that, want. But they don't have anything against you as much as others, because you're not as vocal as some thing anyway. But who knows? I don't think that you're not in their radar yet.
Getting back to Stephen Strainer, put up a trigger warning again, please, across me.
I got you.
He was made to help get little kids, like the man that abducted him. He would put Stephen, as he got older, up to going into stores or whatever, bathrooms, and luring a child.
Huh.
So sometimes it's a child that you've got to worry about going in the bathroom with your child.
Yep.
I mean, it's like, holy cow. People are like, you're a helicopter mom. Oh, you're overly protective. No, the hell I ain't. You know? No, the hell I ain't. Hell, I put them back inside of me if I could.
Yeah, I don't.
It's not safe out here.
It's a different world than it was even when I was a kid, so I don't care.
Oh gosh, okay. I was a kid in the 70s. When were you a kid?
I was born in the late 70s.
Oh, okay. To me, that was like the best time, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember walking to the library. I remember hopping a bus to go downtown, to go to the downtown library. I mean, it was no big deal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I used to like go in the woods, drive my bike miles. Other times,
Hey, Southern Girl, thanks for coming.
you can't even let your kid ride past their off the street or in front of your house.
Yeah, if you're not out there with them playing, I mean, you run the risk. I mean, it's that crazy.
Yep.
So, like, I know in the Tennessee area, they're supposedly cracking down on the trafficking there. Why do y'all think that area is so saturated with that?
And like, it seems like that's a heavy area down that way.
I wonder why. I wonder if poverty has anything to do with it.
Me too.
You know, selling your kid because you just can't afford to feed them.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Jeannie thought it was drug related.
And that's why I really can't judge Jim, because I don't know the circumstances. There could have been religion involved. There could have been, you know, poverty involved. And when you're in the coal mining area of the Appalachian Mountains, that happens. Sometimes a little girl is traded for a cow. You know, that shit happens. It happens in foreign countries all the time.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think some people are getting a little hung up on that, you know?
Yep.
Like poor Dolly last night. I mean, I think he was inundated, didn't really even know what the hell the story was, you know?
I didn't go over.
How can you get mad at Dolly? He's just a turtle.
Yep.
You know? So, did you watch it?
I didn't personally because it was like once. I think I fell asleep right before Brandon because I woke up and went just standing, you know, and that's already too late for me because I get up at 5:30 during the week. These late shows are killing me. I've been sleeping only 4.5 hours or
Right.
like that.
I know. I'm like, I'm
Like,
falling asleep with it in my hand, and then I hear the music going off. I'm like, oh hell, I fell asleep again.
Sleep in a chair. So I was like, you know, I already knew what was going to be going. It sounded like it was going to might be ugly over there. So I was like, I ain't worth it anyways. I'm already not going to get enough sleep. So.
Hey, Dee Martinson, and Daisy Joe, and No Fear. Hey, y'all. Hey, Ricky. I'm so glad y'all were here on my first
What's
live.
up, buddy? Guess who's on the panel again?
It's Sarah Smile, my favorite song.
That's what I'm named after, the Hall & Oates version.
Are you really?
Yeah.
That was romantic.
That's the word. I was coming out when that was on, so.
Yeah, do you like Hall & Oates?
Yeah, I don't mind that one.
He has a what is it where he's like he does a live on Sunday nights? Daryl's house.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he'll play acoustic sometimes. Oh, it's great. He'll have guests on.
Oh.
And yeah, he's still jamming. So.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah. So.
What else? Yeah.
My husband said that Olivia Newton-John passed.
Whoa. Yeah, that came across my phone earlier. Oh, Southern Girl just said, guys, Jimmy on Facebook posted he took the Turtle Island down last night because he felt it was too mean. That's good. You know, actually,
that was nice of him.
I went flipping through. I forgot to mention that earlier. I went flipping through in between, you know, somebody's live, and I was like, hey, there's no Turtle Island since 4 days ago. And then I was like, what's going on? And then I clicked on the comments in the video, the last video up there, and people were saying, what happened to the video? Did it come down? Did somebody strike it for being mean or whatever? Like, people were asking what happened to it. So I didn't know he took it down. I felt like it sounded like it got too toxic anyway before.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, they're going to ruin it by making the fun thing that he made.
Right.
A fun thing, and it's getting too serious and toxic. So I had no interest in going over to see the negativity like to that level anyway.
Right.
So
yeah, When I was voting Southern Girl off, I was just joking around.
So was it really that mean? Everybody you got?
No, it's supposed to be fun
Well, it was
and
supposed to be.
jovial and jokative and all in good heart. And I'm glad that I fell asleep last night because everybody said I got mean.
What I started seeing was people in chats before it saying that somebody was riling their troops to go over there and get Jimbo off of there. So I was like, I had already known that something like that might happen, but I heard it repeatedly from multiple sources, that one person was doing that. Whether it's true or not, I can't say. I just know what I read multiple times.
The Southern Girl says he felt it was too mean.
So it really
He
was.
is very sweet and glad. He posted it on Facebook. Wow, that was so nice. He is a sweet guy.
Yeah, he really is. And it kind of sucks that if people tried to like take his own fun thing, which is his, and then make it their own for their own agenda by making it toxic to fit their agenda.
Right.
Which is hatred towards Ernie and Jimbo.
That's I'm sick of the toxic. I'm sick of that. I want to have fun.
That's not what
it should be a master of minds, who has the better show to watch. Not, let's dig in each other's closet and bash each other. To me, that gets boring. Victor Kiriakis never gets Stefano. It never works, so it gets old,
So it kind of like ruins it for Dolly too, because he had to take his thing down, and that got him views. You know what I mean? Well, he didn't have to take down, but he did, which ends up hurting him because he loses views and everything. But it's good on him that he has, the care to do that. So it must have been pretty bad if he did it.
Yeah.
And he didn't have to do that, and that was nice, actually.
Yeah, I'm glad that Dolly is out there setting the bar for everybody. Not bar soap, but I mean, like setting the bar. Because to me, it's like he's really got a great concept of having this product that he makes and having a creative spin on his show. I mean, and it's positive, all positive. So anyway, I really enjoy watching him.
Yeah, I do want to see it.
Oh, Southern Girl, I had my husband call in. It was all in fun. It was a joke. You weren't even on the island, I don't think. So I was trying to poke fun from afar. It wasn't serious. I wasn't serious. It was a joke.
When did people get on the island? Because I haven't seen it in a couple. I feel like at least a few episodes, and now all of a sudden, like I don't even recall Jimbo being at the beginning. When Dolly, made the island, when he made the cutoff for people that were on it, I don't remember Jimbo being on it.
Yeah, he keeps adding people to the island, doesn't he? I approached him and said, I would love to have your rejects and have like a misfit island. Back when Benny was beating up the baby doll, I was like, oh, this is great. We can give each person their own broken toy persona, right?
Yeah.
And then, you pay to get voted off and back on the island. But he turned me down. So here I sit. Maybe I'll still do it. I don't
know. So did Jimbo go home? I don't even know. I haven't heard anything.
I don't know. Did Jimbo get voted off? Did he go home?
Actually did go home.
Haha, Gypsy, laugh out loud. He took your vote too. That was funny. Love you. I love you too. I was missing you, so I was hoping I would pull you out by joking around with you on Dolly Island.
Hey, Rap already got voted off, and Benny, so.
Oh, yeah. I think they were like the first ones, weren't they?
No matter who goes now, at least they were first.
Yeah.
Eventually, because it's getting towards the end.
Yeah. When Dolly said that, he wanted voted off, how the hell does that work? Isn't he the mayor?
I don't even know who's left on there anymore. Can't be that many people left, right?
Yes, he got voted off. Oh, that's a shame. Well, that's too bad. That's too bad. I didn't know that. I did hear that people were like sending in $100 bills to get Doug saved from no thanks investigations.
You can pay people with $100 bills.
Yeah, it was like crazy that night.
I've never seen anything that high when I was watching it, when I couldn't stay awake for it. Because
Yeah, it was like you got 5 votes for 20 or something like that. And people were putting 100 on him to keep him on the island.
For a fake island?
It's like Dolly was making bank.
Well, if they want to pay that much for a fake island, I
For
guess.
a fake island. They could have gone to Florida for that.
Wow. I mean, last time I watched it was $5 just to do a vote if you didn't want to go through the phone, you know?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Raised the bar a lot since the last episodes I've seen. $100? Wow.
Arkansas sent $200 last night to try and save
No,
Jimbo. Oh, wow. That is, wow.
Wow. Whoa, geez, I saw her coming into the chat last night, and I was like, wow, she's really, upset, genuinely. So that was kind of her. It seemed like she felt bad, whatever was going on over there.
Rest pays 100 for Jimbo. She could have flew him there for that. Dolly made 800 last night.
Yeah.
Actually, Arkansas paid 100 twice to save Jimbo. Wow.
So nice.
Wow. I wonder what Rat's going to do with all his dirty money. His followers must make good cash to just toss it away for nothing. I think his followers are paid trolls from troll farms. They don't seem like real people like we all are.
Yeah.
They seem like they say what they want them to say,
Yep.
So to me, it's like if you've got paid trolls in your chat and you're just trolling people, that's all that crap is. I have no use for it.
Nope.
Yeah. So I'm not going to be nice in my chat. I don't want none of them in here.
Don't blame you.
That's not my agenda. That's not why I'm here. I could care less about what's in their closet. You know what I mean?
Just get rid of them all.
I wonder what about. Yeah, he got voted off for lies, all the lies. That's a shame. I don't know a whole lot about everybody. I just know that we've become a family, and everyone's been respectful to me. So I just don't get what these people hate for. What do you hate? Why do you hate Ernie? He's just a Kentucky bounty hunter. What's there to hate? And hating on Dolly, he's just a turtle. How do you hate these people? What's there to hate?
I feel like
I don't get it.
Yeah, his game got infiltrated, clearly. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
If they didn't make a planned mass attack and it just went the way it's supposed to go regularly, like for fun, like that whole result wouldn't have been the same result necessarily,
Right. Yes, Wendy, they do have troll farms. Yes. You can actually Google troll employment in my area, and some jobs will come up through Indeed.com.
Wow.
I swear to God. Yeah, it's a real job. 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, trolling people.
I've heard the people that bother us actually are paid trolls.
Okay, y'all, have been online all day other than half-hour fishing. I got to get off for a while. Love y'all. Long Ernie live today.
Southern Girl.
Love you too, Southern Girl. Thank you for coming.
I think I was on there for a while with her too.
Yeah. Bless her heart. She's having a hard time with her realtor. And I know what that's like from a buyer's point of view. It's like I would say over and over and over, I don't want to be in this area and I want a 3-bedroom. And they would still show me 2-bedroom. I'm like, I got all these kids. I need 3 bedrooms,
Yeah. I used to see that on HGTV and they're like, just to show you what's out there. They do one bedroom or something way out of your budget so that
you're going to show me if I didn't have another kid what I could get? Well, thanks.
It's only $500,000 over your budget. Why don't you just take a look at it and see? Just take a look if you like it.
I don't know. Yes, for sure. I've been crazy pulling teeth, girl. I'll be praying for you. That's not a fun process at all. I'm so confused. How can I help you? The troll farms are sort of like a bullpen. If you've ever seen a call center, That's exactly what a troll farm is like. Only now, with COVID, they work
Probably
out of home too.
home job. You just sit
Yeah.
and be a bully.
Hmm. And you're paid to steer people's opinions and skew them to a certain, you
Control
know.
the narrative.
So, let's see. Have a good day, Southern Girl. It's me, Southern Girl. I fell asleep. I think I'm caught up on the chat here. So it's priced to sell ASAP. I don't care about a few more thousand. I was blessed with a free house to sell and buy one outright, only 140,000 owed on this rest profit. I think that's awesome too. I think you're blessed, and I thought your home was beautiful.
Yeah, I wasn't blessed like that.
Yeah, me either. So this is such a hard time to be buying or selling.
Tell you, the last year the market was crazy though.
Mhm.
A lot of people I know pay way more than they should for their house, and I'm like, damn, the market's gonna crash, and you owe so much over the value once it drops.
We're going to wait until the change of guard happens at the White House, and we think that we'll get better rates then and more bang for the money. Out here in the country where we are, you really could have got a lot of land and a nice home for about 150,000, and I do mean acres. And now we're talking 350 easy, and there aren't a lot for sale. They're really holding on. The land barons are really holding on to their property right now.
You couldn't get a house in my area not too long ago, and people they were selling out within like so many offers. Like I swear, within the hours, people were getting offers, and they were going like 50,000 over, 75,000, like just to outbid the next person. It was completely insane, and many people were pushed out of here, out of where
Well,
they couldn't get a house, and everybody was selling. It was the time to sell. That people that were having their summer rentals and stuff, and they made bank. They could move down south and buy a house outright, no nothing, and have no mortgage. That's pretty smart.
yeah.
Sold went right at the right time.
Have you seen in the news lately where a lot of property in the farm communities are getting bought up by China?
No.
Yeah.
Frightening.
And how there's some states that have clauses that won't allow them to get a lump together. They can get pieces, but they can't get a lump. And that's scary to me that to deplete our farm property when where I am, a lot of our farm property is being shared with solar farms. And there's nothing growing on it. It's solar farms. And to me, that scares me,
Are you saying they're trying to infiltrate our farms, which is the basis for all our food and everything? Food chain?
Well, where I live, some of the chicken processing companies send their chicken to China to be processed.
Oh, a lot of it is.
Then it is sent back here. And what the hell you think they're doing to processing that chicken, allegedly?
I don't like our food going to China. I actually check every friggin' label like a psycho in the store. It's not.
I am too.
I check my child's like fruit cups because Dole. If you look at like a Dole, they have to put it on the label like juice. Like the Dole fruit cups, for instance, pears I buy, and the Dole ones all say most of the time they're stamped China, and I'm like, hell no, you can go back on the shelf.
Yeah, the people, when I think about, that's where most of our opium is coming from. They have a control of our opiates coming here, pharmaceuticals, and look at us. I mean, could you imagine us going to war right now? Our hormones are all screwed up between genders right now because of the hormones that they're pumping into our food. My daughter started menstruating when she was 9.
That's what I think from the milk and stuff, all the additives, I think, because girls get it way younger than when I was young, it seems like.
Right. And when I took her to her pediatrician, I said, she's incredibly young to be menstruating. What is going on? And she said to me, do you eat a lot of chicken? I said, yeah, I diet, because of my job. I have to.
Wow.
And she said, if you're eating a lot of chicken breasts, think about how big the chicken breast you're eating is. And if you got one from an organic farm, how little it is.
What it is? Little?
Little.
I actually try to buy the little ones in the store because I get grossed out when you see how gigantic like the store brand ones are.
Right.
Like, what the fuck? Oh,
Exactly.
that thing. It's like 10 times bigger than the other one. They say they don't put hormones and it's like illegal, but whatever. Why is that
Right.
the size of that one?
Read Revelation. It'll all make sense. I agree with
No.
that. When you're looking at 44 double D breasts, you're being intimidated.
Dolly
Chicken,
Dolly Parton.
Yeah, and then and you think about it. Here, our defense is being broken down, and they're making us junkies, and they're making our hormones all out of whack. Look at us. So how would we defend ourselves if we were to go hand-to-hand combat? Now I think it's chemical warfare, and it's mental warfare on the internet with troll farms.
I'm sure. I even
allegedly.
Years ago, because it says on all the bottles they say like product of Chile. You won't find one thing in apple juice, even the organic, that's not China. I swear. It's so because all our shit's sent over there.
Thank you, lost souls. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just afraid of China food. I don't want my food.
Me too.
They're trying to kill us.
Okay, if you're still live in a bit, I will come back after a shower. Okay, see you when you're clean.
Who's live? Oh,
That was Real Gypsy Soul. I have to run to the store. Yeah, I already saw that one. My husband's running though. That would be why kids don't know what they are exactly, allegedly, and that's just my theory. I have a trans child that's in her 20s, and I've already discussed my theory. And when I gave birth, there were breast nodules, and I asked the doctor then, same pediatrician that told me about the chicken. I said, "What's going on? Why are those there?" And he said, "Those are leftover hormones. They'll go away."
What?
Well, now it all makes sense. Why?
Yeah. I just killed a spider. Are you talking about on you or your child?
Well, they were on him when he was born, and yeah. So yeah, and so he's always, according to him, battled with that whole thing, and is trans now, and so I always wondered about that, though. Remembering what that pediatrician had told me about chicken, and his father and I both dieted all the time and ate a lot of chicken, and it was store-bought and it wasn't organic. And when you have things like that happen in your life like that, you have to scratch your head and wonder.
Oh, I know all about that. I wouldn't even have thought the chicken so much. I've always thought more milk, but I guess I hadn't really expanded my thoughts beyond products like that.
Now tell me about milk. I don't know about that.
Well, that's the main product that for years that I've known about, that they've been, pumping the hormones in the cows to provide the growth hormone and everything to have the cows produce more milk and quicker. Milk's been a number one target item for that.
When you think about that, on top of pesticides that we're eating on our vegetables, on top of our opiate that we're getting from the doctor, no wonder we all look like shit right now. Our teeth are falling out.
Well, the pesticides. But what's the number one thing that we're supposed to give our kids? Milk and vitamin D.
Oh gosh, yeah.
They tell us give your kid this much milk a day, and all that shit's in the milk.
All right, maybe Ralph eats only chicken. He might need to eat some more chicken. I don't know. Something to pump him up.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, ladies, I'm going to finish my things for the day. Take care. Stay safe. You too. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Love you.
I got to go get ready, too. I keep panel horn.
Okay, I think Stella is coming on now, actually. So I'm going to go watch her. And thank you for coming to my first live, guys. Thank you.
Oh, you mean you're closing your whole thing down?
Yeah, I'm going to go over and watch Stella. I told her I would come over and watch. And I think she went live at 4:45.
Ricky, are you laughing at me because I said I'm a panel whore? All right. See you later then.
Okay, boss.
Bye.
Bye-bye.